Oh, never mind.
Byron
Byron ain't there no more.
Byron gone, but I didn't think Byron.
We're no longer discussing the
He
Dallas.
third.
We talk about their schedule. On to the onside kick rule that did not get passed. Did you guys like the idea of them using a 4th and 15 instead of doing onside kick rule?
No.
And explain.
No.
I thought it was so whack.
No, it's lame. I'm not the most traditional person, but to me it just sounds like why would you punish a defense for playing good defense? And why would you reward an offense for not playing good offense? A 4th and 15 is a lot easier. I think we can all agree that a 4th and 15 conversion is a lot easier and has it's not like people go for 4th and 15s now, but it has a much higher yield than an onside kick. And that is the point. The point is for it to be difficult. I feel like it would just be I feel like you're bailing out people who are unable to move the ball down the field. That defeats the purpose of football. Like, the purpose of football is to get down the field, get a touchdown or a field goal. If you're unable to do that, you need to give the ball up or risk giving the opponent the ball at midfield with an onside kick. I don't like this. I'm not for all the revolutionary sports stuff. I don't need to go further. Go ahead, Damon.
You got it.
I'll go next. So, Mace, you say what football is about. What I believe when it comes to football, when you look at football and basketball, I believe are the only 2 sports where you could say, give me the best on best. Like, you can get it at some point in the game. And maybe not the 4th and 15. And it was kind of crazy to me that they said 15. I would have just said ball on the 10-yard line, got to score a 2-point conversion or something like that. I do think they're going to review it and try to come up with something different. But when you look at it, I think it should be offense versus defense. You just scored. So to get the ball back, do it again or something along those lines. Because the onside kick, while it is something that's been around for a while, they say the stat is like 0 to 104 that a team has needed an onside kick and got it since 2000. Like, it's just a waste of time. And it takes the thrill out of the game. So, but as far as competition, I'm all for them changing overtime rules. Give us something like that. Focus on the stuff that needs to be focused on, because this is something that has been declined already. So move on to the next thing. And people have been wanting the overtime rules to be changed for years.
The overtime rules is the biggest knock on the NFL. They should definitely look into what college does. It's that simple. It's literally that simple.
Yeah, I agree.
And literally copy and paste it. And I don't agree with the onside kick thing because, like, it's been there for a minute. 1, 2, it's not that bad. Like, the Saints historically did it in the Super Bowl at halftime and got it. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, they already trying to take the kicking out of the game anyway. They already try to make people want to go for 2-point conversions because of the new 2-point conversion. You have to get the field goal. You have to 15. If you look at the XFL, I know that's not the NFL, but they were kind of doing some new stuff with kicking that was kind of like making people be like, why don't the NFL do this? Why don't they copy what the XFL do? So it's kind of like they trying to take kicking out the game, but kicking's been in the game. You got kickers, people that got recruited and drafted as kickers and punters and all this stuff or whatever. So I feel like it's lame to X them out the game. That's kind of like it's a 11 people on the field versus 11, 11 versus 11, but that extra 2 piece has always been like an important piece, the punting and the kicking. I don't feel like you should X it out completely.
I feel that.
That's facts, man. You all make very compelling points. I think what they should do is just maybe lengthen.
You're so funny, bro.
Compelling? It's not that compelling.
So I think maybe instead of I think it's a 10-yard rule, right? You can't touch it until it's after 10 yards, right? Yeah. Something like that. Maybe looking to maybe shortening that potentially. Maybe not to 5, but maybe like 7 yards.
But if they do that, they're gonna be closer. And if he running full speed at you and you trying to grab the ball from 7 yards, it's more risk factor into it.
That's why.
But I do believe the onside kick is dangerous. But
they're trying to minimize.
You could be looking up.
Yeah, they're trying to minimize the chances of people getting hurt, which is why they changed the kick return rule and how close the people are to they move the people up so you don't be as far back to run back full speed. It's just they trying to.
Man, just throw them up, bust them up in the middle of the field. See what happens.
I like that.
Nah.
What you say, good, man?
Who was it that did drop kick? Because if they can do more of those or something like that to change the variation of an onside kick, because I just think it's the way that I think it was Michael. I do think it was Michael Dixon, though.
That junk is the drop kick is fire. That's a fire
Yeah.
kick. I like
because
how
you can kick it up 10 yards and say go jump and get it. But
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you the last time I seen an onside kick down.
I think for us, we probably think about it more in the sense of Madden and how hard it is on Madden to get an onside kick because we're not playing. But
It's virtually impossible.
it's rare. It's very hard.
No, it's not very hard. It's impossible.
Maybe something like that where you go up, like it goes up in the air.
Yeah,
I can see that. Bust them up.
I like how they at least they're trying to come up with creative solutions rather than they're trying to provide new change and all of that. And last thing before we do the schedule predictions,